to kind of amp sound right now. But another one that I've been doing this with, and I'm finishing this pack up right now, is called the Dumble Master. And this is just a weird experiment that after some tweaking turned out like really well, and ended up being such a versatile quote unquote amplifier that I would go, if this were in one box by itself, this would be one marketed as one of the most versatile amps, one of the coolest creations. And it's because I just took this idea of a Dumble ODS, which, if you are familiar with Dumble ODSs, it's like there's a clean channel, and in some of the amps, you can't really get rid of that clean channel. The way it works is there's an overdrive channel that comes on and is in series, and you actually, on that overdrive channel, you don't get like, it's not like a big 3-channel amp where you get like a separate EQ and stuff, right? You're kind of like locked into what the overdrive sound will be, for good or bad. And that's why Dumbles sound that way. And I guess one of the things that Howard used to do when he was making things for the player, one of the easiest things he could do to customize amps for the player, was internally change the EQ pots, or change the EQ values if he put pots inside. But he might have trim pots in there where he could shelve highs. He could boost the lows. You know what I'm saying? He could change the filtering of the lows in that overdrive section. And what that's basically doing is it's the soldering amp version of moving the knobs on a overdrive tone stack, right? But because the overdrive special doesn't give you that a second tone stack, like maybe a 3-channel Marshall, or a big like Soldano would give you another tone stack, right? So you're a little bit locked in. But what you do in that clean channel affects what you get later in the overdrive sound, because it's both of those together, right? So I took this. This has always fascinated me about Dumble amps, and because I just think it's so cool how that Fender lineage is clearly they're just modifications, adding this on top, doing this, changing this, blah 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 blah. And not to say it's not an original circuit or something, but you know what I mean. It's clearly inspired by, right? It's clearly comes from that lineage. And I took this Marshall preamp, and it's just like a vintage style preamp, like you'd find in a 50-watt small box, or like an 18-watt. It's not a high gain thing, is what I'm trying to say. It's very typical. And I put that into like a proper